Hello guys, I want you people to watch this video, especially our sisters, the women. I want you people to pay attention to this video.
I am Staff Officer Dominic Mensah. I am the head of the Anti-Human Trafficking Unit at the Economic and Organized Crime Office in Ghana. On the 28th March, we received a complaint from an informant alleging that a group of people suspected to be Nigerians have brought in victims to their apartments and that they are using them to engage in prohibited cyber activities. So they called on the office to assist in their arrest and then prosecution. Now, had a complaint. It's a whole estate that has about 50 houses. And if the complainant is alleging that about 26 of the houses are being used for the prohibited cyber activity, that should tell you that about half of the facility is being used to commit crime. So we have to do a lot of field verification or surveillance to identify which of the houses were being used to perpetrate the crime that was alleged in the petition. And as part of the verification, we were able to identify all the 26 houses. So we decided to strike to strike all the 26 houses simultaneously. So we embarked on an operation that we named Operation Rescue Shield. So the operation that brought about this whole numbers you are seeing here is called Operation Rescue Shield. And that is exactly a week today. By 3:30 a.m., we were at the estate with a group of men from the National Security and then the Ghana Police Service. So we were able to conduct a search into all the 26 houses that we identified. And after that, we arrested. By that time, we didn't know who was a victim and who was a suspect. So we arrested close to 233 individuals. Then they were brought to the office for screening. It was after the screening that we realized that these were the suspects and then these were the victims. And some were also Ghanaians that we have to deal with in Ghana. So this whole assignment came as a result of the complaint that we received from an informant in Ghana. One of them was brought a day before we went in for the assignment. Some had been there 8 weeks, others years, others 2 years, 4 years, some even 5 years. Now, what we realized is that some of them, because of their long stay in the house or their experience in the house, their main bosses are in Nigeria here, and that they are the ones fronting and then instilling discipline in their new recruits in the house. So the victim, the suspect, that is mostly their job. About 25 of them, that is what they are doing. The main chairmen are in Nigeria. And then those that were arrested, the suspect you see there now, were the ones fronting for the chairman in Nigeria. And by that, they were to make sure that the new recruits or the boys that they bring there don't run away. And they work as planned. In the first place, most of the victims came through unapproved route. So if we were to even take them on that, we could have prosecuted them because they are undocumented migrants in Ghana. And as I speak with you, the owner of the facility is also going through investigations. You understand? Because we believe that in all this, he also has a role to play. So, like you are talking about aiding and abetting, if the owner had not the facility had not given his room or his apartment for these suspects, there's no way they could have done that. So obviously, Nigerians couldn't have come to Ghana and then engage in what they did. So there are people in Ghana who are behind them. So for those ones, we are going to go after them, as we have started with the owner of the estate. As I speak with you, we have some of the suspects that we are prosecuting in Ghana. We brought these ones to Nigeria because of the numbers, you understand, and the complaint that we were getting from them, the complaint of sickness. About half of them, more than half of them were complaining of sickness every other day. So we felt that it would be proper for them to come back to Nigeria whilst they are receiving treatment. Then NAPTIP will help us with the prosecution. And then also, most of the recruiters, the main suspects are in Nigeria here. So when you bring the suspects we have here, the suspect and the victims we have here to the NAPTIP, that will help them in arresting the other suspects that are also in Nigeria. That is why we brought this set of victims and then the suspect. But subsequently, if we get some that we feel that it's right for us to prosecute, we'll prosecute in Ghana. I just want to admonish the youth that Ghana and Nigeria are the same. What is happening in Ghana is the same thing that is happening here. So don't be carried away by somebody telling you that there are greener pastures in Ghana, and the moment you come to Ghana, you come and make it. It doesn't work like that. For you to make it in life, you have to go through processes. So I believe that we need to engage the youth, as Madam said, in constant education. And then also, the thing is, if anybody tells you that I want to take you outside to any country apart from Nigeria, and I don't tell your parents, please know that there's something fishy about it, because for some of these victims that we spoke to, they said that they told them that they shouldn't tell their parents, and that when they do, their parents will not allow them to travel. You understand? But I believe that if they had discussed it with their parents, they would have given them a different advice. So when anybody approaches you with a job opportunity and they ask that you shouldn't tell your parents, know that there's something fishy about it, and you advise yourself accordingly.
Suspected traffickers use different tactics. Like, don't tell your parents. And also, we are bringing you from your villages to Lagos. So come and work in supermarkets, to come and work in offices. And we're equally taking you outside Nigeria to go and work in different industries. And they will tell them they should not tell any members of their family. What we are saying is, the generality of the public and parents and guidance is, they should be alert to their responsibilities, because most parents and guardians, they have failed in their responsibilities. In the olden days, it is the parents that ensure that they train their children in godly ways, so that they will not be easily enticed to money or carrying big phones. But nowadays, you will see youths, young ones, their parents will be demanding too much from them. So these are some of the things that enable these youth to fall into the hands of these suspected traffickers. On daily basis, they move them to different parts of the world. It used to be Europe, America, and other parts of the world before, Italy, Spain. But now, they move them to the Arab world and African countries. So these are some of the tricks and tactics that traffickers use in luring them and forcing victims of human trafficking to different parts of the world.
And finally, here are the figures. 76 from Edo State, Anambra 6, Delta 17, Bayelsa 13, Imo 19, Enugu 12, Ebonyi 8, Cross River 7, Abia 9, Niger 4, Akwa Ibom 3, Kogi 6, Ondo 1, and Osun 1. So we appeal to the state governors to please work with NAPTIP to come to the aid of these victims. 12 of them are under the age of 18. If these boys know what they were going to do, they would not have gone. So it's not about, we know government must play its own role and enabling an environment for jobs to be created. But if you know that this is what you're going to go through, you will not go. Let them share their experiences with you. So we want to work with you, the media. Use your platforms to raise awareness. Don't be surprised that By tomorrow, you'll hear another story. And you know, honestly speaking, it's going to be difficult to keep, you know, IOM, International Organization for Migration, is already getting tired of bringing Nigerians back. So we really have to put a stop to it. The traffickers have to be named and shamed. We should see them the way we see drug traffickers and show their faces. They're evil people. And then massive awareness campaigns, you know, and then families are always involved. If you ask, most of those that come, I received 4 just last week, girls. It was their aunties or an uncle that, you know, sold them to somebody. So please, massive awareness is very much needed.
My name is Abdul Karim Abdullahi. Niger State, Mokwa local government.
Can you tell us your experience?
Experience like how I got there.
Yes, how you got to Ghana?
And I was in search of a job online, so I met with someone, Victor. He was the one who paid my transport to Ghana and asked me to come for a job because I was carpenter expert, so I thought I was going there to do carpentering work. After I get there, he paid my transport. After I get there, I got to the house. I saw that everything changed, not as planned. They locked the door and give me computer to start hustling for them. And I don't like the hustle, but I can't say I won't do it because the person I meet there that say he can't do it, he was very, very, very tortured and beaten, and he was injured very well. But I thank the Ghana embassy for coming to our rescue on time.
Okay, so what were some of the promises they made to you before they trafficked you, before they took you there? What did they tell you?
They tell me that if I come, I will get the job I'm looking for, like carpentering work I said I am doing. They said they will get me someone I will be working with, and they will get me a place to stay.
Since when did you leave Nigeria?
I leave Nigeria February.
This year?
Yes,
How old are you?
I'm 24 years old.
So when you got there, what exactly did you do? What did they ask you to do?
They asked me to do internet fraud instead of carpentering work. And we were locked up inside the house. We can't go out from the house.
Neither am I a suspect, but I was picked from my boyfriend's place. So the day they came to the house, they broke into the house and packed everybody, including my boyfriend and the boys. And they also picked me along. That is how I ended up being here. I don't know. I think Iran, but there are some victims, the suspects out there. My name necessary. Is my name necessary?
So many people have your name, similarly. So just say
Benita.
They never promised me they would give me money. He just told me that when I go there, I'll make my own money. That then if I come back, then I'll start my own business. I was working under my boss. Then I was paying him 6,000 naira a week. But sometimes, most week, this barbing work, most weeks, some weeks, you see the money to pay. But some week, there will not be money. So I was having issue with him. I was right now, I'm moving home almost 60-something K. So I was thinking if I went to the Ghana and come back successful, I'll pay him the money. And then start my own business. But over my years of staying there, I haven't made any money. And over my staying there, my eyes, because of steady looking on the system, I can't see well right now. I have eyes problem. My eyes is disturbing me. I can't see well. So that is what I've experienced. It was a friend who went there and came back. So he was the one that told me that he can make me away. But then he never told me the exactly work, because he feels if I know, maybe I won't go. Because sometimes when you take someone, they will pay you. Like when it's just like He was like an agent. When you take someone there, they will pay you some money. So he never told me that that was the work I was going to do. So I followed him. I followed him there, then discovered that it was fraud. So since I didn't have the transport to come back, I decided to do the work.
For how long have you been there?
I worked there 1 year and 3 months. 3 months.
How old are you?
I'm 22 years.
What's your name?
I'm John Austin,
From which state?
Benue State, but I currently live in Abuja.
And have you been speaking with your family members since you left?
Yes, but I never told them that was the work I was doing there, because if I told them, they want me to come back, and if I tell them the transport fee, they won't be able to afford it. So I never wanted. Then it was when I went there, it was over 150K. So affording it, I see that I never wanted to bother them, because I know affording the money will be hard for them. So I just told them that I was working for someone, hoping that when the money comes, then I will go back. But then I never had any money.
How were they treating you when you were there? Like the welfare, were they giving you food? How were you living?
For the food, we usually eat 1 time a day. But for me, I was trying to hustle for money so that I can start my own business. So I just take it as normal, because nothing good coming. So I was just as in managing with the feeding.
So how were you hustling for money?
They told me that with the pressing I can get money from it. So that was what I was doing.
But they never gave you money.
They never gave me money.
Rescue you.
Yes.
So how do you feel now coming back to Nigeria to reunite with your family?
Right now, when I went there, I told him that I was working. But right now I'm going back home, empty-handed, nothing. I feel ashamed of myself, because there's nothing. Like they feel like my father feel like his son is abroad working. Then I'll go back now. Look at me. I just look. I'm just confused. But they say when there's life, there's hope. So I'm still believing in God that as far as I'm alive, there's hope.
So guys, that goes to show that people are still being trafficked to Ghana for different purposes. Boys and girls, that's the worst part of it. Now, what they do to the boys is to put them in houses and force them to do Yahoo for them, give them laptops, and also maltreat them. Now, I've also encountered one of them when I traveled to Ghana, how that guy escaped through jumping the fence. He was going back to Nigeria. So if you have any son, any daughter, it is no longer girls alone. You know what they do with the girls now? They put them inside some houses where they use them for prostitution, and they use the boys to do Yahoo. So I want you guys to pay attention to all these things. Don't let anybody deceive you that they are taking you to one country or the other because there is job there. People in Ghana are still hustling. People in Ghana are still suffering. So there is no safe haven anywhere at all. There's no safe haven. Everybody is struggling in every country, especially when it comes to African countries. Don't let anybody push you there. If somebody is going to Europe, maybe through flight, it is understandable. But when it comes to all those Arab countries, my brother, my sister, please beware. Don't let anybody to deceive you. Okay? That's my advice to you. Please share this video to make sure that everybody gets this message, and be aware of these scammers everywhere. Now, so guys, if you want to send money to Nigeria from anywhere across the world, please use Send. And using my promo on the screen there, we give you additional money to the money that you're saving, and they are sending to your loved ones and families in Nigeria. Those in Canada, we get £15, Europe 15 euros, US and Canada $30 each.